English learners and everyone who's got interested in this video.
Hey guys, as you can see from the title, this is not a typical for this channel video. This is going to be my reaction to my first ever video on YouTube. And I have a feeling that it's going to be awkward and cringy. No, I'm sure it's going to be cringy. I already feel kind of nervous. I thought it would be interesting to remember and talk about this first experience, first time being on camera, first time filming and editing, and talk about what has hopefully been our growth and progress over the years. I have honestly seen my first video twice, believe it or not. Once when it was edited and another time when it was uploaded. And as we go through the video, you'll understand why. I watched it before posting just to make sure that there weren't any problems with the video, and I just could not make myself watch it again. And a lot of the following ones as well. I already told the story about how we started on YouTube and whose idea this was multiple times on this channel and on our vlog channel, so I'll just put the link up here if you're curious. All right, let's get to it. Wow.
So you guys
editing.
learn English, know how to read and write, but when it comes to speaking, that's where you stuck. You're not confident, you can't find the right words.
I can't. It's so cringy. Oh my God, my pronunciation is just, it's hurting my ears, honestly.
Although you know them, but you just can't remember them at the time. And you shy of your accent. That's because you're lacking of practice, speaking practice. Yeah, of course, in order to become a good speaker, you have to speak. And it would have been great if it was with a native speaker. But I know one great exercise.
I just can't watch this. Woo! My palms are wet. Considering everything, it is not that bad, but it's just a lot of things. I look very weird. I look very unnatural, uncomfortable. You can tell that I look and I feel very uncomfortable in front of the camera. I don't know what to do with my hands. The way I move, it's just, everything just looks so weird. And I remember that I felt really weird being first time on camera. It just felt, I don't know, it was something totally, absolutely foreign for me, and it was a major step out of my comfort zone. So yeah, looking at this, it just makes me feel uncomfortable, honestly. And my pronunciation, don't get me started on this, but I will. What are you laughing at? The editing is also not that great. The quality of the video is also so bad. That camera that I had was not for filming videos. It was more for taking photos. We didn't have lights and a mic, and we filmed this in our very small bedroom. Like literally, to my left, right next to me, was our bed. Our apartment in Ukraine was very small, 2 bedrooms, 1 kitchen, no living room. So the 3 of us, my husband, my son, and I, lived in 1 bedroom and my mom in the second one. And later on, we started filming in her bedroom because it was more spacious. But I mean, you have to start somewhere and work with what you've got. It's just mind-blowing to see and recall where and how we started and what it took and where we are now as YouTubers and content creators. It took a lot of work and learning and time to grow an audience and actually make it the thing that we can live off of.
If you're gonna do it on a regular basis, of course. So it's called shadowing.
Oh, you can hear Alex in the background. Mommy. Oh, that's so cute.
Technique. It's when you're repeating some text after some person.
That's not how you say these words. Oh God. Not text.
For example, some native speaker. So to be honest, I don't like all those apps, all those audio recordings when you have to sit and listen, someone says something and then they are repeating it more slowly. Well, I find it boring. And I think that learning process has to be
Learning process. Learning process. I mean, it's just the way I say the word video. If you haven't noticed, I say video. Welcome to this video.
Fun and interesting, and I like to combine business with pleasure.
Really?
So here's what I do. I take my laptop, sit in my cozy chair, turn on my favorite TV show or movie.
Acting.
So I used to like to watch Charmed, and I really love how Piper's speaking, so I used to practice with her.
I can't. Oh my god. Charmed. Okay, that's not so bad.
Does that mean he remembers you or that he doesn't? Does that mean that he remembers you or that he doesn't? Does that mean that he remembers you or that he doesn't? Does that mean...
The quality of the sound. Ooh, it is so bad. But again, you need to start somewhere. We didn't have a mic, so it is what it is.
We do nothing in the time.
Yeah, we...
camera, no laptop to edit in, no nothing.
Yeah. That laptop that we had was so bad. Like, it was impossible to edit videos on that laptop, and it took... Remember, it took like a whole day.
Impossible, obviously we did.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it was very difficult. I remember that you said,
to render it,
yeah,
and render it takes days.
yeah, it took days, literally. Wow, that was such a process. You forget all these things.
Does that mean he remembers you or that he doesn't? Does that mean he remembers you or that he doesn't? Does that mean he remembers you or that he doesn't? Or that he doesn't? Does that mean he remembers you or that he doesn't? Does that mean he remembers you or that he doesn't?
You can't even hear
Does
me.
that mean that he remembers you or that he doesn't? I recommend to pick a...
What the hell was that? How could you leave this in the video?
Show me.
It's like, I forgot all the words. Oh my god. It's only 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes.
But it's natural.
Does that mean that he remembers you or that he doesn't? I recommend to pick a character, a person whose pronunciation you like, whose accent...
Oh, it's not, you can something like play it.
I look scared in the video. I'm like, let's do this. Oh my god. Sorry, our chair is squeaking. Okay.
like to listen to. And if you're only starting practicing this method, you have to choose a word or a short phrase, and you're gonna have to repeat it till that point when you...
You're gonna have to repeat it. What I mean, we acknowledge this. That was funny.
feel that it sounds the same or almost the same.
We are studying. How do you treat frostbite?
Here we go again.
So she asks here, how do you treat frostbite? She speaks very quickly, so I chose the word frostbite. Frostbite. Frostbite.
Why do I speak so quietly? It's like, I don't know.
Frostbite.
We are studying. How do you treat frostbite?
Words like that is kind of difficult for me, like freshly, freely, frostbite, 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 frostbite.
And everybody else turns you down.
My short phrase is turns you down, turns you down, turns you down, turns you down. Or you can repeat the whole sentence, and everybody else turns you down, and everybody else turns you down.
And everybody else turns you down.
If you already tried
You know what? The video is not bad. I will admit it, it's not bad. But I mean, you're editing. How could you leave these things in the video? Come take a look again. Well, watch.
And everybody else turns you down.
If you already tried to repeat
Look
words
at
or
this.
short phrases, then you
English
have
fluency
to
journey
sentence.
animation. Are you kidding me? It looks so professional.
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the things that you left in the video. Like where I'm getting ready to say something or where I'm thinking. It's just, it looks ridiculous.
Okay, let's admit it's like I edit 0 video before this.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
my
know.
first one, so
That's true.
I love it. It's nice.
And you should, yeah. That's true.
And you're gonna have to repeat it till that point.
Repeated it. I don't know why. And I didn't even notice this at the time.
Point when it's gonna sound exactly the same speed, intonation, and accent.
Anyway, okay, now promise you won't like freak out and say how great this is until I'm done, okay?
Promise that you won't like freak out and say how great this is until I'm done. Promise that you won't like freak out and say how great this is until I'm done.
I'm like acting. Like an actress.
Promise that you won't like freak out and say how great this is until I'm done.
But I mean, that's the thing. When you're shadowing, you really need to copy everything, and intonation as well, and you're kinda acting because those are not your words. You're copying them. Oh geez, my pronunciation. I mean, don't get me wrong. My pronunciation isn't perfect even now, but back then. And I knew it, and that was another reason why I couldn't watch those videos. But recording myself and hearing myself speak and catching those mistakes helped me improve so much. Of course, I thought about criticism and judgment, and when people did say something hurtful, it did not feel good. But the way I looked at this was that doing YouTube in English and this whole experience was a very good learning opportunity. And I knew exactly how good and how bad I was. I knew that I had a lot of work to do and I was ready to do it. And when you think about things this way, you don't really get offended. You just need to understand that you can't be perfect and you can't know everything, and there's always room for improvement. And it's only natural and okay if you make mistakes. There's always someone better and smarter than you, and there will always be people who simply don't like you, so you just need to let it go.
It can take a while. Don't get upset. Don't hurry.
Not upset, but upset.
It's all about learning with pleasure. It's all about practice. Eventually, you will get
Eventually.
better, and then perfect. Just don't give up. And remember, practice makes perfect. So people, if you like this video, please press the subscribe button, give me some thumbs up, and see you in my next videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.
In my next videos. The way I say this word is just so weird. The videos. Now I can hear that it's weird, but yeah, at the time I didn't even realize this, that you should say video, not video. Video. Let's watch our video. It's a subtle difference though, but yeah, it's basically a mistake, mispronunciation. And so, that's it? Oh.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Oh my god.
What did-
Oh my god. It'll make me cry. Look at Alex. Oh my god, my baby. You know, guys, despite everything I said and my reaction, it was cringy to me because I was looking at myself and I remember how I felt filming this video. But now that I watched it, I honestly think it wasn't that bad. It was okay for our first ever video. So if you're thinking about starting on YouTube, I would just say, just go for it. Just start. Even if you think that your pronunciation and English are bad and you don't know how to film, or you don't know how to edit, or you don't even have a camera, still you have a phone. Just go for it. Like for example, right now we're filming our vlogs on my phone, and they turn out pretty good. If this is something that you really want to do, if this is something that you like, you'll learn and you'll improve eventually. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed watching how uncomfortable I was watching my video, my first video on YouTube. So let me know what you think about this format of a video, because we have a lot more videos to react to. And let me know what you think about that video. And, you know, let's talk in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.